Are you tired of dying enshrouded? Do you want a tank build with lots of healing? Able to tank explosions? And one-shot bosses? You came to the right channel. Introducing my mage build to rule them all. Hey guys, so this is my guide on how to make the ultimate mage. And this is my actual mage I use on gameplays. He's very tanky, he deals a lot of damage. And those are the items I'm using. I'm using the Shroud Weaver, because it's the only staff in the game that reached level 35. The Ethereal Plane is just a shield. Elder Hat, it's really good for the critical strike chance. The best chest piece for health, the Radiant Paladin chest piece. The Elder Gloves for more magic damage multiplier. Some health pants. And these boots, that is incredible. They have 2 stamina buffs, so they regen a lot of stamina. You can of course go for health boots, but stamina is just awesome. So you can dodge attacks and recharge your stamina pretty quick. Talking about the weapons, I'm using just any weapon, any melee weapon that have high durability. Like the Light Forged Axe is really good, but you can also go for the Nova Sword. Nova Sword have a little bit less fire damage. Now for the ones, I personally prefer using the Blazing one. I didn't find a legendary one yet, because they have a 17% overcharge. It's really good. You can also go for the Scorching one, that have some mana leech, and the other ones. For cold, you can use the Frozen Core one, or just the Apprentice one, but the Frozen Core have mana leech also. And the best lightning one in the game, because they have 20% overcharge. Compared to the other ones, they have 16% and 14%, and they split shock and ice damage. Now for the staff, you can find the Shroud Weaver on the same place, always. But the other staffs, you can also use the Mirage, have the same image. It have 2 mana regeneration points, or the other steps, depending on which one you find first. Now for the rings, I personally use the Ring of Rapacity, because they have a good mana regeneration. Like, this is not actually 20%, this is 20 flat. So if I use my mana, you see it regenerate pretty quick. That's the special of this ring. And the Commander's Ring, you can start using both Sigil Rings. They have stamina and health, but you can upgrade to some stamina regeneration if you feel the need. And later on, you'll fight a boss and get the Commander Ring. Now for the food, you really want that one because they have a little bit of intelligence over the Constitution, and you really want the Constitution for the health. You can use a regeneration food too, a Mushroom Omelette for massive 4 intelligence, and a Chamomile Tea for more regeneration. So here you have 11 health regeneration, plus your passive healing. And just remember, you can use potions over your food, so even if you have 4 food slots, you can still use a potion. So those are the stats without any buffs. Now I'll eat the food, so I can get the buff from the food, and you see a massive increase on the stats. Now I'm over 1000 health. I'll jump from the roof so we can compare the health regeneration. This is without the buffs. And just remember, you still can heal using your staff. And you can also spawn healing orbs using your critical attacks. And yes, it works on trees and on any objects. And just remember, you can heal using your healing orbs. They spawn every time you do a critical attack. Of course, only with magical weapons. And they heal you a massive amount. 318 right now. Because you're spawning them with this buff. And you also have another buff that they heal instead of 10%, 30% of your health. So for the passives tree, I first start with double jump because it helps a lot on climbing hills. And then I go for water aura so you can regenerate your health. Of course you can grab blink too. And this comes to the wand tree where you buff your wand. And here you shoot an additional projectile. So to the left, I have a little bit on the tank tree, so I can be a little bit more tanky. But the real reason I come to this side are those nodes. So I can heal myself whenever I do a critical hit and whenever I kill an enemy. This is really insane to regenerate your health. And the damage side. You will want the mass destruction and chain hit, so you can do a little bit of AoE. And on this side you get terror, so you can stun enemies whenever you do a critical hit with a spell. And I come to the other side to grab the other food slot. This is really good because food is overpowered. Now for the shields on this build, I started using the Rising Fighter shield. I upgraded to the Pike Meat. You can find it on a dungeon. And I found a Ghostly shield. But later on, you'll be able to find a Ethereal Plane, which give you shroud resistance. That's really good. Now for the helmet, you can start using the Alchemist Apprentice hat. Have a really good critical strike chance, and you really need the critical strike chance. So I upgraded to the Mystical hat. Archmage hat, have a little bit more crit strike chance. And that's a thing. Many people prefer this hat because it have more critical strike damage compared to the hat I'm using. But I prefer the other hat because they have more resistances. It's up to you. Now for the gloves, I started using the Alchemist Apprentice gloves. Compared to other gloves, they have a little bit damage. And you can upgrade to the Mystic gloves or the Magician gloves. They both are very similar. Later on you can upgrade to the Warlock gloves, and then you can upgrade to the other gloves. Now for the chest piece, you really want a chest piece that boosts your health. So I started using the Rising Fighter chest. You can craft the Mercenary chest later on, and the Soldier chest piece. You'll use the Soldier chest piece for a long time before you find the Radiant Paladin chest piece. They are very similar, but the Paladin have a little bit more defenses. Now for the pants, you can start using the Rising Fighter trouser because they have a good health, but you can upgrade later on to the Mercenary trouser. They have huge amount of health compared to the first one, so it really is a good upgrade. And you can upgrade to the Soldier trouser later on. They are also a really good upgrade. So later on, you can find the Radiant Paladin trousers. As you can see, they have the same stats, but a little bit more defenses. Now for the boots, you can start using the Scout boots, or you can find very early the Wonder boots, because they have like twice the stamina regeneration at the cost of less defenses. And you can craft later the Guardian boots. They have like the same stamina buff of the Scout boots, but they have a little bit more health regeneration to your set. And you can upgrade to the Spellbinder boots. It's a really good upgrade. And later on, you can find this insane boot, Eagle Eye boots. They have twice the stamina regeneration buff. Now let's see how this build actually does.
Shake your balls, breathe!